Hi, so I am on month 5, week 1. The last 2 weeks were really hard. So when I first put the aligners in, they weren't excruciating. But last week, all of a sudden, every time I put them in, the bottom ones especially, hurt a lot. The top ones never reached the top of this tooth here. So I could still feel tooth on the outside of the aligner. So I don't think I'm tracking at all. I'm not really getting anywhere with calling. They tell me to send in pictures, and I sent in pictures, and they told me that I needed to send in more pictures. So I've just been so busy that I haven't had time to do it. I know that's a terrible excuse because I shouldn't continue to go into the process, but I'm also nervous about doing refinements at this stage because I've heard so many people say that they start refinements and then they are stuck in the aligners that they were in when they sent the new imprints until they send out the refinements. And I'm seeing that people are waiting 2-3 months. There's no way my aligners are going to last that long. So I don't know. I'm just very nervous about having to do refinements at this stage. So I'm just hoping that this next set goes to the top of this tooth and it starts to track a little bit more than what it has been, because if it continues to stall out, I'm going to have no choice but to get very serious about calling and being stern and getting them to send me out a new imprint kit for refinements, just because I feel like all my other teeth are tracking exactly as they're supposed to, but there is no way that this right front tooth is tracking the way it's supposed to. I'm going to insert pictures right here of what my teeth look like, are supposed to look like according to Smile Direct at this stage, and what they actually look like, so that you can get a clear idea of what I'm talking about. And then at the end of the video, I will also post my first week of Smile Direct versus now, because I do see a shift. It's just not as pronounced as it should be on the top. So I'm just going to get right into it. This set of aligners for the top, I'm not convinced they're going to fit, just because the last set on the top, this tooth never fit in. It was slightly off. I don't know. So I'm going to go with the bottom first. Oh, God. The other tooth that I'm having a big gap on is this bottom one. I'll insert a picture so that you can see, because it's really dark right now because I waited until nighttime to film. But these ones aren't terrible. Let's go ahead and go with these ones. So I can already tell, not even looking in a mirror, I can already tell that these aligners go above that tooth. So that's a really good sign. Okay. So I think they're in as much as they're going to go in. But this tooth is just not tracking. I'm going to post a picture. There'll be several photos in this video, because the aligner shows that my tooth is supposed to be like this, and it's like this, and it's pushing the plastic out with the aligner. I doubt you can see it right now in the camera, so I'll just make sure that I posted a decent photo so you can see. But I think for sure, unless barring a miracle, tomorrow or the next day, my tooth just shifts in like it's supposed to. At least the aligners go to the top of this tooth though, this time. Because it's covering the tooth completely. So this week isn't terrible. And I don't know if it's just the 2-week aligners hurt because they're a thicker plastic, and I was probably leaving them out a little bit longer than I should have. And I think there's a lot less give in the 2-week aligners than in the 1-week aligners. I think the 1-week aligners, when you snap them in and your teeth aren't really where they should be, there's a lot more give in the plastic. And I think that's probably why this tooth isn't tracking and it hurt so bad the last 2 weeks. But leave comments below and tell me if you think you can see a shift in this tooth specifically. Other than that, I will update again next week.